Clint Eastwood was born Clinton Eastwood Jr. on May 31, 1930, in San Francisco, California. His early years were shaped by the Great Depression, forcing his family to move frequently in search of work. That unstable childhood built the independence and resilience that would later define him both on and off the screen. Ironically, Eastwood didn't look like a typical Hollywood star at the beginning. He was tall, quiet, and spoke with a slow, deliberate style that many acting teachers criticized. Studios doubted his ability to captivate audiences. But what Hollywood once saw as weaknesses soon became his greatest strengths. His breakthrough came with the television western Rawhide in 1959. The show made him recognizable, but true stardom came when he took a bold gamble, traveling to Europe to star in a series of low-budget Italian westerns directed by Sergio Leone. Those films, A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, and The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, introduced the world to the legendary man with no name. Unlike the clean-cut heroes of classic westerns, Eastwood's character was mysterious, morally complex, and often ruthless. With minimal dialogue and a piercing stare, he redefined what a leading man could be. By the 1970s, Eastwood cemented his reputation with the Dirty Harry films. As Inspector Harry Callahan, he portrayed a tough and controversial lawman in a society struggling with crime and change. Audiences loved him, even as critics debated the character's message. But Eastwood wasn't satisfied with being just an action star. As he grew older, he turned his focus to directing, gradually becoming one of Hollywood's most respected filmmakers. His 1992 film Unforgiven shattered the romantic myths of the Old West and earned him Academy Awards for Best Director and Best Picture. From that moment on, Eastwood proved he was more than a legend of the screen. He was a storyteller willing to explore deeper themes like redemption, aging, guilt, and sacrifice. Films like $1 Million Baby, Mystic River, and Gran Torino revealed a more reflective and emotional side of his work. But while his professional legacy grew stronger, his personal life was far more complicated. Eastwood married Maggie Johnson in 1953, long before fame transformed his life. Their marriage lasted more than 30 years and brought 2 children, but the pressures of Hollywood eventually led to their separation. During those years, Eastwood's relationships often unfolded away from the spotlight. Some became public much later, adding layers to the story of a man who always guarded his private life. Yet one relationship in particular left a lasting mark, his partnership with actress Sandre Lockach. Their romance began in the mid-1970s after working together on The Outlaw Jose Wales. On screen, their chemistry was powerful. Off-screen, their relationship lasted more than a decade and deeply influenced both their lives and careers. But it ended painfully. Legal battles and accusations turned their breakup into one of Hollywood's most controversial stories. For many years, Eastwood chose to remain silent about it. Now, at 95, he speaks about it with rare honesty. He admits that the relationship was passionate but destructive, and that some of his choices caused real pain. Looking back, he acknowledges that success and independence sometimes came at a personal cost. It's not a dramatic confession, just a quiet reflection from a man who has lived nearly a century in the spotlight. Because Clint Eastwood's life was never as simple as the characters he played. Behind the fearless cowboy and the tough detective was a man still learning from the past, proof that even legends carry regrets, and even the strongest icons are, in the end, human.